So today we are going to be understand what is DevOps. We're going to be understand what is DevOps for today. In tomorrow, what is? So today we are going to be understand what is DevOps. We're going to be understand what is DevOps for today. In tomorrow, we are going to be understand what is Azure and what is the difference between Azure versus DevOps. So this is an exactly class for tomorrow, but today we are going to be understand what is an exactly DevOps. We are going to be understand. So this course is designed with complete DevOps plus complete Azure plus Linux basics. So first we're going to be our course will be starts with what? Linux. We're going to be starts with what? Linux. Then we're going to be starts with what? Azure administration, which we are going to be covering. Please, Git administration we're going to be covering. Then after completion of Azure, we're going to be discuss about DevOps. So this is an exactly flow of our class. So before starting the session, let it be course overview. This course is designed with what? Complete DevOps, complete Azure administration, Linux basics with shell script. The total duration of this course is 5 months. It will take 5 months. Total duration is, it will be 5 months. So Azure duration itself 2 months plus. So DevOps duration is 3 months. Total how much, guys, please? 5 months. If you join in this course, so you require a Linux basics that I will be covered. And shell script also required, that also will be covered. No programming like Java, .NET, Python not required. So to learn this course, so practice daily, you require a laptop with this configurations. So either freshers can join or experience, anyone can join, either freshers or experience, anyone can join in this course. So minimum graduation is graduation. Any graduate can join like this, like a BSc Computers, MC, MBA, BTech, MTech. Any graduate can join in this course. If you join in this course, which are all the benefits? So daily class recordings, after the payment, you will receive via Google Drive. From date of registration, it is 11 months access. So resume preparation, interview question and answers. For live real-time projects, it will be covered. 80% of software it will be covered. Our course starts with very basic level, finish with what? An advanced. Finish with what? An advanced, please. And each and every session is a practical oriented session. I will implement in front of you. The same thing you're going to be implement in your laptop also. So after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. So daily 1 hour session. 7 PM to 8 PM. Monday to Saturday. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete Azure, and for daily recording sessions, guys, please. It is an exactly course overview. And so before starting the session, so I'm going to be ask you. So before starting the session, so let me introduce myself. So my name is Maha. I have totally 15 years IT experience. So my career starts as what? Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer with AWS as well as Azure also. So from last 5 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer. Senior DevOps engineer. So before starting, so I'm going to be ask you 3 questions. So what are the first question I'm going to be ask you? What is an application? Second question is what? What is a server? Third question is what? What is SDLC? So what is an application? Anybody help me? Application is nothing but what? A website. Application is a website like a Flipkart, Book My Show, IRCTC. These are all we calling as what? Website. We are calling as what? Applications. What is an application? Anybody help me? The working software which is written any programming language, we call as what? Application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. We're going to be placing on server side, please. So once if it is placed on server side, once if it is placed on server side, we can able to access over internet as a website. So I'll repeat this point, listen very carefully. What is an application? Anybody help me? Application is equal to website. Application is equal to website. The website we're going to be placing on where? Servers. Once if it is placed, we're going to be accessing over internet as what? Website. I hope you people are understand. And third question is what exactly? SDLC. SDLC. So what is an SDLC? Please, anybody help me? Software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So these are all stages we have. These are all the stages we have. Analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So by helping of SDLC, we can produce an application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. Then we are going to be accessing as a website. So means by using SDLC, we can produce a software to do business in internet. To do the business in internet. So, for example, if you want to, a Flipkart kind of application, like a Redbus kind of applications, can able to get it overnight? Can able to get overnight in a single day? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. So what we will do, please? Step by step, stage by stage. So what are the first step, guys, please? Analysis means gathering information, means how exactly login page, how exactly registration page, how exactly the payment gateway, each and every information will be gathered from where? Client. How exactly the business model, what is the business, what are the purpose is doing business, what are the scope of this business, what are the market, each and everything it will be gather and analysis. Based on analysis, it will be design. Based on analysis, it will be design. Design is nothing but what? Plan. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According to the plan, our developers will be implemented by using Java, .NET, Python, implement. By using any programming, our developers will be implement. So once if it is implement, so our testers will be verified whether it is working or not. It will be verified. So once if it is verified, so then we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, So we can able to access our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we are keep on monitoring and maintenance. This entire flow we are calling as what? SDLC, software development lifecycle. In this SDLC, so architects are involved, developers are involved, testers are involved, Linux administrators involved, DB administrators involved, DevOps engineers, AWS administrators, Azure administrators, all people. All are people are involving in this flow. If you are IT employee, if you are a software employee, you are part of this diagram. You're part of this diagram. You're part of SDLC. So testers can verify the software. Developers can write the code. What about DevOps engineer here? What about Azure people here? Understood very clearly. What is an exactly DevOps engineer do here? So as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be implementing a DevOps process. As a DevOps engineer, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. What is the DEV, guys, please? Development. What is OPS, please? Operation. The combination of development plus operation we are calling as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from where? Dev environment. Ends with where? Operation. That means, so we are part of coding, we are part of build, we are part of testing, we are part of release, we are part of deploy and operation monitor. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps process. An automated DevOps process. So once in implement DevOps process, we are going to be delivering automatically, which is written by developer, that code automatically deploying onto the production environment. The lines of code, which is written, the lines of code by developer, it's going to be deploying on production environment. So while delivering working software from dev environment to production environment, make sure whether you are going to be delivered within a shortest time or not, whether you're going to be delivered with a high quality or not, with a low cost or not. It is a DevOps. So what is a DevOps? Anybody help me? Is DevOps is the technology? No. Like Python, like Java? No. It is not a technology. It is a process. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a methodology. DevOps is a process. So while implementing this DevOps process, make sure whether you are going to be delivering working software within a shortest time or not, with a high quality or not, with a low cost or not, is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. So by using DevOps, which are all the advantages, guys, please? We can able to deliver fast and frequent. And we can able to improve n number of deployment. And with high quality, with low cost, with a low failure rate. So these are all the features and advantages by using DevOps process. So once if you're getting into the company, so what is an exactly roles and responsibilities? Replacing with what? Complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline. Replacing with what? Transparent pipeline. Sir, what is a complex pipeline? Our SDLC process is complex. DevOps process is a transparent. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because if it is a manual process. Because if it is a manual process from analysis to design, design to implementation, implement testing, it is a manual process. It is a manual process. So due to the manual process, if you got any issue in the middle, so to identification, it will take long time. For resolving, long time. That's what we're calling as a complex. So to understand one more time, so we have a water pipeline underground. Somewhere else we have a blockage. How difficult to find it? Very difficult. Am I right or no? For identification, it will take long time. For resolving also it will long time. That's what we're calling as a complex. But what we're expecting as, please? We're expecting a transparent pipeline. We're expecting what? A transparent pipeline. But the same block in a transparent pipeline. By one look itself, we can able to find it or not? By one look itself, we can able to find it or not? Yes, we can able to find it. We can able to find it. And we can able to resolve this issue as soon as possible. So how exactly you can feel it here? The same way our DevOps process also. Because if it is a transparent pipeline, because if it is a transparent and automated process, while implementing this, if we got any issue, any problem, can able to find it very easily or no? Can able to resolve it very easily or no? Yes. Yes. So that's what we're calling as what? DevOps is an automated transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline will look like this. The actual DevOps transparent pipeline look like this only. Clear all of you? So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, code, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. Plan, code, integration, test, release, deploy, and operations, guys, please. So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from where? Coding. Ends with where? Operations. Ends with where? Operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. So while implementing this DevOps process, so we are not part of planning. We are not doing any planning. We are not doing any coding. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to production environment. Got it? It's very clear, all of you. It's very clear, all?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. But let us understand a little bit deeper. Let us understand. So developers keep on writing code or no? Developers are keep on writing code or no? Yes. That code is going to be maintained by DevOps engineer. We're going to be maintaining. Writing is responsible by the developer. Maintain is responsible by the DevOps engineer. And then, so how many developers are writing? N number of developers are continuously writing. So developers are continuously writing. As a DevOps engineer, we continuously integrate. So once if it is integrated all developer source code, so we are going to be execute our test cases. We're going to be execute our test cases. So once if it is an execute, if there is no error, we are going to be delivering. We are going to be delivering into release. This entire process we are calling as what? CI/CD, continuous integration, making working software. We are going to be a deliver, continuous integration, continuous deliver, CI/CD. So once if it is implement CI/CD, we are going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers, either physical servers or virtual servers or Azure cloud servers. We can go for Azure Cloud Service. And once if it is placed our applications on hundreds of servers, we can able to access over internet as a website. Clear? That's it. So whether it is working or not, so we are continuously monitoring and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what? DevOps process. DevOps process. This DevOps process, either we can implement physical servers or virtual servers or cloud servers, any cloud, either Azure or AWS or Google. Understood very clearly where we are, what we are going to be learning. Fine. But if you want to implement this DevOps process, we have to understand some tool stack. We have to understand some tool stack. The first which we are going to be implementing CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery. There is a two ways. One is a raw way or else Azure way. Both we are going to be learning. Raw way we are going to be implementing, and the same thing we are going to be implementing in Azure CI/CD pipeline. Both. Both. Azure CI/CD pipeline. Both. So first let us understand raw way. Means Git is a version control. Git is a version control. So which is written by developers. Keep on writing lines of code or no? That code is going to be maintained by Git in a version wide. Once if it written the Java code, we are going to be executing by build tool Maven. Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. So once if it is an execute our code, we are going to be integrate by helping of Jenkins. Jenkins is an automation. Jenkins is a automation tool. Jenkins is an automation tool. And we are going to be learning JFrog also. JFrog is a code analyzer. JFrog is a release. Repeating. JFrog is nothing but what? Release. JFrog is a release. And we are going to be learning SonarQube. It is not in syllabus, but if we have, definitely, if we have time, definitely we'll discuss SonarQube also. So by helping of these are all the tools, Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, we are going to be implementing CI/CD pipeline. But the same thing we are simulating in, same thing we are going to be understand one more time in Azure DevOps also. It is a raw way, and another way Azure CI/CD pipeline also. Two ways we're going to be learning this. That's what we're taking 5 months more time. Fine. And then, so after implementing our CI/CD pipeline, CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery, we want to deploy our applications on hundreds of servers or no? Hundreds of servers or no? These hundreds of servers, how we can able to automate? For example, I want to create a file on 100 servers. Do it by manually one by one. How much time it will take? Just creating one file, 100 servers, and how much time it will take? For example, if you want to install a software, for example, you want to delete a file. If you do manually, how difficult? Please think about it. But what you wanted? An automated process that we are going to be implementing by helping of configuration management. So these hundreds of servers, we can automate, we can automate by helping of configuration management. So what is an exactly configuration management? Replacing with what? A manual configuration process with replaced with what? An automated process. This configuration management supported by Ansible. And so many tools we have. But we're going to be learning Ansible. So by using Ansible, hundreds of our production servers we can automate. We can easily deploy our applications. But these hundreds of servers, from where we can able to get it? Azure. By using Azure, we can easily get hundreds of servers on top of hundreds of Azure servers. We are going to be deploying our application by using Ansible. By using Ansible. Clear all of you, please. So not only deploying our applications on Azure, we can able to deploying on Docker also. Docker also. Sir, what is a Docker? Docker is a container. Docker container. Easily we can able to deploying our applications, please, like a Flipkart kind of applications. To understand. So I think you have real-time containers in your. So I think you have an idea about these containers. How these containers work? Same way. My Docker containers also works. But by using these containers, we can able to transport seafood. If we transport a seafood, any product. But by using our containers, we can deploying our websites like a Flipkart, Amazon, Book My Show, Redbus. We can able to maintain our websites very easily. Very easily. Not only deploying our applications on Azure servers, we can able to deploy our applications on Docker containers also. But these Docker containers can manage by whom? Ship. How exactly the ship can manage these containers? The same way, my Docker containers can manage by Kubernetes. We're going to be learning Docker and Kubernetes. The same we are going to be implementing in Azure also, please. AKS. Azure Kubernetes services. We're going to be learning Azure Kubernetes services also. And we're going to be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. Negios is a system monitoring tool. By using Vagrant, we can able to create a virtual machines in your laptop. By using Negios, we can able to monitor our servers, whether it is server is up and down. So what is the CPU load? We are going to be monitor. We're going to be learning Elastic, Logstacks, Kibana monitoring tools also. How exactly our application is performance? We are going to be monitor. We're going to be, and we're going to be learning Terraform also. By using Terraform, we can able to create a infrastructure, means servers in any cloud, either AWS or Azure or Google. By using Terraform, we are going to be creating infrastructure in Azure. So by using these all the tools, we are going to be implementing our DevOps process. We're going to be implementing our DevOps process. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what we are going to be learning in DevOps portion. So today we understood very clearly what is DevOps. In tomorrow's session, we are going to be understand what is Azure and what is the difference between Azure and DevOps. That is a session for tomorrow. Okay. So, and before taking a questions only, so we are going to be start with what? Linux basics, then Azure, then it's a flow of our classes. So Linux, it will take 15 days. Azure, it will take 2 months. DevOps, it will take 3 months. There is no fast track and no hurry. We're going to be learning in depth, practical oriented. For example, if you go for Ansible itself, we're going to be discussing 3 weeks. CSD itself 1 month. Docker and Kubernetes, we're going to be discussing 1 month. So we're going to be start very, very basic from very scratch, and each and every component we're going to be understand, and each and every functionality we're going to be do practically. By end, we will do one project in each and every module. This is an exactly our approach. Okay. So let us revise one more time. So what exactly we are going to be. So total duration of this course is what? 5 months plus. It include complete DevOps, complete Azure, Linux Basic, and Shell. So Shell script I'm going to be covering. Linux Basics I'm going to be covering. No programming is not required. So you have a required to practice this session. Freshers can join in this course, and experienced students also can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course. So daily recordings you will receive after the payment via Google Drive. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing 11 months. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects I will be covered. 80% of soft materials, yes, we will be. Our course starts with very basic level and finish with what? An advanced level. So in each and every session is a practical oriented session. And after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate. You will receive a certificate. So daily 1 hour session is more than enough. So 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So Monday to Saturday classes. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete Azure administration, as well as recording sessions. If you want to talk to admin, please talk to 9297. It is my admin number. You can call or you can WhatsApp. You can call or you can WhatsApp. So this is exactly my course content. So what I'm going to be covered in DevOps, what I'm going to be covered in DevOps, in Linux, so you can able to revise this. If you copy paste this link in the chat box or else in any browser, you can see this. So first document is what? Course overview. Second document is DevOps content. Third document, Azure content. It is still loading, please wait. Here is. Look at once what I'm going to be covered. It around maybe 20 pages of DevOps content. 20 pages. 10 pages of, I think, roughly 10 pages of Azure content. Okay, please revise once. Okay. So that is exactly for today's session. Okay. So before close the session. So do you have any questions? Please ask me.
So do we cover Azure administration plus Azure DevOps?
Both are.
As well as DevOps.
Both are same. Azure DevOps and DevOps are same.
Azure DevOps and DevOps are same. But I think tools are different. Azure is a common source where you can adapt for AWS DevOps.
No, so process DevOps is same. If you go for anywhere else, DevOps is same. Either go for Azure or go for AWS. Process is same. What we are going to implement, everything is same. But in Azure, we have a separate pipeline. In CI/CD separate pipeline that we are going to be learning also. Azure CI/CD pipeline that we are going to be learning. Not only raw way. So with these tools and as well as in Azure also, we're going to be, that's what we're calling as Azure DevOps.
So, 4 real-time projects we have. 4 real-time. Yes. So those projects we going to do in lab or like?
So I will show in the same class itself. We'll implement in the same class itself. We're going to implement. So every day is a practical session. Every day is a practical session. slowly we can understand each and every component and each and everything we're going to be practice. So in the life, same way, how we are practicing each and every day, by end, we'll do one project by helping of this entire model, either CACD or Docker, Kubernetes, or else Ansible. So we'll do one project by end. So how we are going to implement one task that we're calling as a project in a same class itself.
Can we keep that project in this?
Yes.
So we gotta do in class itself.
Yes.
Without even laptops.
Yes.
So can we expect any placement assistance?
Talk to admin. So I will provide resume preparation and regarding that. Century question I will. Any placement regarding that. So talk to admin, they will help you.
So within 11 months access.
That is recording.
Only recording.
Recording access 11 months
Okay.
from date of registration. So any questions, please, online students? Pavan, Rajesh. Manjuna, Tejas, Vishal. Any question, please, online students? Yeah, Tejas, please. So what is the question, please? Online students, do you have any questions, please?
Okay, sir.
1 second.
Can we-
So Tejas had this question, the DevOps content covered will be based on AWS or Azure. We are joined here is only Azure. We covering only Azure, no AWS. Sorry, we can't expect anything AWS here. That is different batch. AWS DevOps is different. Azure DevOps is different. But in both places, DevOps is same. Okay, but way of implementation, way process is different. Means on which cloud and Azure only. No? Is this Azure DevOps or no? Yes. We're going to be implementing on Azure only. Yes. Changes. Azure DevOps, we are going to be learning. Yes. Yeah. So is there any other questions, please? Still, your question, please.
Can you have both Azure and AWS are both are cloud or different versions?
Both are cloud and Azure or AWS, both are cloud. Both are cloud. So what is the cloud? Why we are using cloud? What is the Azure? We're going to be learning tomorrow. Tomorrow session. The music will be there tomorrow. Fine. Okay, but for you, for your understanding, for his question. So for example, what is the difference between Azure and AWS? So by using these two, we can able to get a rental-based infrastructure and either servers or cloud, any kind of thing, we're going to be getting a rental-based infrastructure, either by Azure or AWS. Both are same.
GCP also the same.
GCP also same one. Okay, but some companies are using Azure, some companies are using AWS. That's what we're learning. AWS DevOps is separately, Azure DevOps is separate.
Most of the companies prefer one. AWS.
For this question, I will please answer to this question, please. For example, I want to buy a shirt in online. My preference is Amazon. Your preference might be Flipkart. Who can decide this? You force me to buy in a Flipkart, me? Can I force to buy in Amazon? Customer depends. So, but we can see in the market. So first leading this point is AWS. Then second place is Azure. Market as per the market standard. So slowly is gradually is increasing and market occupation is gradually increasing by Azure. But top is AWS always because if it is first to cloud provider.
So where can we get the course content?
I shown you, I pasted content to you.
So can we have any-
Please take this photo. Just pasted this link in the browser, you can able to access. All of you students, please be take a photo. One second. Please take it. Fine. So we're going to be learning Linux also. 15 days of Linux first, basics, fundamentals. Then we start Azure. Then it will take DevOps, and that's what it will take 5 minutes. That's what fees also very high. Okay, fine. So that's it, guys, please. So we'll discuss about tomorrow what is Azure. Okay. What is the difference between Azure and DevOps? That is the class for tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. We'll be continued by tomorrow at the same time, same place. So in the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. What is DevOps? We understood very clearly. So the yesterday session, it is already uploaded in the YouTube. So Azure DevOps tutorial by Mr. Maha at 7 p.m. So you can able to watch from here. Who are all new joiners for today? You can able to get it this from our YouTube channel. So Durga Soft Solution YouTube channel. Fine, it is already uploaded. Fine. So before starting the session, so first let us fix our agenda. Let us fix our agenda, guys, please. Let us fix our agenda. Let us fix our agenda, guys, please. So today we're going to be discussing about what is Azure. What is Azure? We are going to be discussing for today. In the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. In the last session, we understood what is DevOps. Today, we're going to be understand what is Azure. What is Azure? We understood. We are going to be understood for today. So before starting the session, so I'm going to be ask you one question. Please answer to me. What is an application? Anybody help me? What is an exactly application? Application is equal to website, like Redbus, like Flipkart, like Hardstar, any kind of website, cart, or any kind of website, we are calling as what? A application. What is an application? The working software which is written, any programming, we are calling as what? Application. That application which you are calling as what? Websites. So if you want to deploy this application, if you want to place our applications on hundreds of servers, if you want to maintain this Flipkart kind of applications, we required a infrastructure. We required infrastructure. structure. So what is an exactly infrastructure, please? What is an exactly infrastructure? Anybody? If you open a dictionary, what is the meaning? Infrastructure, for example, to conduct this class, DevOps class or Azure class, we require infrastructure or not? We require infrastructure or not? What kind of infrastructure to conduct this session? Fans, lights, AC, chairs, laptop, TV, projector, internet connectivity, my water bottle. So these are all infrastructure is required to conduct this Azure classes or no? The same way, my question is, for maintaining our applications, for deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require, guys, please? We require servers, we require majorly, we require servers, we require a network, we required databases, we required storage. So these are all major infrastructure is required to maintain our applications. To maintain our applications. So from how many places, how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways to get infrastructure, please? We can able to get either. We can able to get either. We can able to get either physical form, either physical form, physical environment, or virtual environment, or cloud environment. So for maintaining our applications, for deploying our applications, we require a infrastructure. This infrastructure, either you can able to get it physical environment or virtual environment or cloud environment or cloud environment. But tell me, what is a cloud compute, please? What is a cloud compute? What is a cloud compute? What is a cloud compute? What is a cloud computing? So what is the question I'm asking, please? What is a cloud computing? Listen very carefully. If you can able to access the remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So let us understand a little bit deeper. So what is an exactly cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing, please? If you can able to access, the remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So for example, it is a data center. This data center is physically exists somewhere else in remote. This data center is an existing in somewhere else in remote place like in US, Singapore, Mumbai, somewhere else. The data center is like, so the huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as what? A data center. It is a physical exist. From this data center, if you can able to access a server, a network, a storage in a virtual form, over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud compute. Cloud compute. I'll repeat this point. So these data centers are exist. One second now. These data centers are existing in where? physically somewhere else remote placed. From this remote place, if we can able to access a server, a network, a storage, a database in a virtual form, if we can able to access or control over a internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud compute. But by using cloud, we can able to get a rental based infrastructure. Rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we can able to get a rental based infrastructure. Rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. We're going to be getting a rental based infrastructure. Example, which is easy for you, build then use and select then use. Always select then use. Always select then use. So ready-made things is very easy to use it. For example, if you want to go to railway station, example, if you want to go to railway station, buy car. How many ways we can able to get a car? 2 ways. One is buying car, another way rental car. Which is easy for you? Just for reaching railway station, are you really buying a car? Or else book a wala cab. It is very easy. Even if you have money, 10 lakhs rupees in your pocket, so why are you wasting money on it? Instead of buying car, you can able to book a wallet cab within 10 minutes. The car is available at your doorstep. Getting into the car and reach your railway station. What are the tariff? Maybe 500 rupees you can pay. But instead of that, if you want to buy a car, we need to pay a different amount of rupees, 10 lakhs minimum. Then RC, pollution check, insurance copy, driving license. If you don't have driving, driver also required. And monthly maintenance.
But it is cheaper if we go with family. Personal car.
Even Wala cab also family, no?
So for every members we need to pay.
But 10 lakhs rupees we need to upfront, no? As a friend purpose is what? Go to for railway station only. Just for reaching railway station, you going to spending 10 lakhs rupees or 500 rupees. Purpose is reaching a railway station. Okay, fine. The same way, just for deploying our applications, Flipkart kind of applications, are you going to buy a server? Or else are you going to be book a rental server? Which is easy for you? Which is easy for you? Definitely rental servers only. So by using cloud, any cloud, we can able to get a rental infrastructure, either servers, network, storage, or anything. Or anything we can able to get rental based, and we are going to be placing our applications. And whatever tariff we're going to be paying, whatever the tariff monthly, we are going to be paying. So this is what exactly cloud. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Instead of buying, we are going to be taking a rental infrastructure for maintaining our applications. So for maintaining our application, we require a infrastructure. This infrastructure we're going to be getting from where? Cloud. But so which cloud we are going to be using it? Which cloud? But if you are using a cloud compute, so what is an advantage, guys? Please, storage. We can able to get a servers. We can able to get a private cloud. We can able to get a public cloud. We can able to get a hybrid cloud. We can able to get a databases, direct applications, and mobile apps. And these are all the benefit by using a single cloud computing. These are all why we are using cloud compute, because of these are all the benefits. Security also, yes. Security is also, yes. But if you want to become a cloud provider, if you want to become a cloud, can able to become, if you have a 100 billions of dollars you have, can able to become a cloud? No. So we have to follow some rules and regulations. Then only we can become a cloud provider. But which are all the rules, please? On demand, broad network access, measure their services, resource pooling, rapid elastic. So by following these rules, these are all the rules and regulations, then only we can able to become a cloud provider. Then only we can able to become a cloud provider. What are the first one, guys, please? On demand. On demand is nothing but what? When you want a server. What is the meaning of on demand? When you want a server. When you want a server, the server is immediately ready for your purpose. For example, if you go for physical server, can able to get immediately? If you want to buy a laptop, can able to get immediately like this? No. But on demand is nothing but what? So when server you want, immediately we can able to get it in cloud, but physically, virtually not possible. But in the cloud environment, when you want, immediately we can able to get a servers and ready to use, but physically not possible. Rental based. Yeah. So after creating a server on demand based, and we can able to log in and we can able to access our internet from anywhere in the world easily. We can access, we can control. So major services, we are going to be getting a rental based infrastructure or not? We need to pay rent for every month or not? So it will be calculated based on hourly based. It will measure and it will be calculated. And we are going to be paying rent for every month. Means like a utility bill, like current bill, mobile bill, like this. Then resource pooling. Resource pooling is nothing but what? Duplication. So we have one original server. From that original server, we can able to duplicate. For example, we have one laptop here. Can able to duplicate 100 copies. I'll give you laptop. By tonight, please make it by tomorrow. By tomorrow, can able to make 100 copies. My laptop. Physically, no one. But cloud, yes. And cloud, yes, because if it is a logical form, we can able to duplicate n number of times. So rapid elastic, based on requirement, automatically servers will be increased. Automatically servers will be decreased. We calling as what? Rapid elastic. So these are all rules and regulations has to follow by cloud provider. And one more thing, and two things. We have two models. One is deployment models, another is service model. So what is a deployment model, please? So while deploying our applications, we are going to be getting infrastructure or not? We're going to be getting a server or not? For example, we are going to be getting a server, maybe RAM, CPU, whatever maybe. Public means what? So your application, my application, your website, my website, it's going to be placing on a same kind of hardware, RAM, CPU, whatever maybe. Means the hardware resources will be shareable to multiple applications. But whereas private, for example, tomorrow I'm going to be studying a financial application. So my application should be placed on a specific RAM, a specific CPU, which is not shared to any other. That is we calling as what? Private. Hybrid means what? The combination of both. The combination of public plus private we calling as what? Hybrid. For example, so we are using any financial thing like Access Bank or any banking applications. So my application servers in cloud. My database servers in my office. The combination of your on-premises database servers and cloud servers, the combination of these two we calling as what? Hybrid. But the community is nothing but what? No one using it is a futuristic. It is a more secure than these three. It may be an ISRO, like, high level security like NASA kind of thing. Okay, fine. And then what are the next, please? So deployment models, we understood. What are the next, guys, please? Service models. Totally, we have 3 service models: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. IaaS. SaaS means what? Software as a service. Software as a service. We have already built a software like, any app kind of applications, or else a Microsoft kind of applications, SAP kind of applications, or we have an application we already built. We can deploy, we can keep it on the cloud, we can market it. So we are keeping software in the cloud. We can deliver to the client based on the license. He can able to get a money. So we are not part of this. As a Azure admin, as a DevOps engineer, we are not part of this. Okay. Then PaaS, platform as a service. Platform as a service. So for example, you require a platform. For example, Java, .NET, Python. So for example, if you want to practice Java application, what we have required, please? Directly can able to execute programming? No. First, we have required a hardware layer. Second, operating system. Then software. Then only we can execute Java program. Am I right or wrong? But what cloud said, so don't worry about hardware. Don't worry about operating system. Don't worry about software. So these three layers I'm going to be providing to you. You can directly execute your program. As a developer, no need to worry about hardware. No need to worry about operating system. No need to worry about software. Directly he can able to execute code here. So platform as service, maybe Java platform, .NET platform, Python platform. So this is belongs to developer, not by you. And IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Infra means what? Maybe service, maybe network, maybe storage, maybe databases. So we are part of IaaS. As a Azure admin, we are part of IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Got it? So the entire cloud segregating the services, three categories. So SaaS kind of services, PaaS kind of services, IaaS kind of services. But we are going to be part of what? IaaC. So which are all the services, which are all services belongs to IaaS, we are going to be learning, maybe computing power, maybe networking, maybe storage, maybe networking. Understood? Here is the point. Why we are discussing this point? Here is this slide, please. So the whole cloud services segregating three categories: SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. So we are not doing any application. We are not programmers. We are admin zone. That's what we are part of IaaS. Only IaaS related services we're going to be focused because we are going to become Azure admin. Fine. So means these are all provided by which cloud providers, please? So many we have. So many cloud providers. So many cloud providers are available in the market. But leading cloud providers are AWS, the first place. Second place is Microsoft. Third place is Google Cloud. So these three are leading cloud providers. Means either Azure or AWS or Google has to follow these rules and regulations. What we have discussed. These rules and regulation has to follow by any cloud provider, either AWS or Azure or Google. Then only they can become a cloud provider. If it is miss any one feature, any one rule, they can't become a cloud provider. Out of this, we are going to be learning which cloud, guys, please? Microsoft Azure Administration. Microsoft Azure Administration. So why we are using Microsoft Azure, please? So Microsoft Azure is 5 times cheaper than AWS. 5 times cheaper than AWS. But leading is AWS only. It's true. We should be agreed. First place is AWS. Second place is Azure. But so compared to AWS, Azure is cheaper. First point. Same. So the servicing kind of license, for example, Microsoft license kind of things. Microsoft products. So if your company using Microsoft product, then Azure is the best than AWS because of, so it is a Microsoft product. And more than 95% of Fortune 500 companies are using Azure. Slowly is migrating more companies into the Azure. Got it. So why we compare with other clouds? So these are all three major points we should be compared. Yeah. So by using Microsoft Azure, so what kind of services we are going to be getting as please? Either maybe computing power, or maybe storage, or a database, or a network. So these are all things we are going to be getting in a virtual form. By using Azure, we can able to get a, so these are all Microsoft Azure providing a cloud services such as computing power, storage, database, network. So these are all infrastructure we are going to be getting in a virtual form. Is nothing but what? Microsoft Azure. Not only Azure, in AWS also we're going to be getting same kind of things. So, but it is a second largest cloud provider. First is AWS, second is Azure. Second largest cloud provider. That's what we are going to be learning. But by using Azure, so which are all the services, which are all the modules we're going to be getting as please? Computing power, networking, storage, databases, identity access management, and management. So manage cost management, application management, whatever may be. So these are all the modules we are going to be discussing in Azure. In Azure. So under computing power, so these are all the major services we are going to be covering. Under networking, these are all the major services. And storage, these are all the services. From database, these are all the services. For identity access management, so these are all the things we're going to be covering. These are all major, but the complete detail, so picture we are going to be giving in a content. We had Azure content. If you see that, we can detail manner. Fine. So by using Azure, we can able to get a networking, we can able to get a computing power, if we can able to get a storage, we can able to get a databases, and security means identity access management, and this is a complete picture. So what the point I want to understand, please? So for deploying our applications, for maintaining our applications, we required a infrastructure. This infrastructure, either we can able to get a physical environment, or a virtual environment, or cloud. But which cloud we are going to be using as please? Azure cloud. Azure cloud. Azure cloud, please. So to understand this, by using this computing power, so what we can able to do it. So let us understand diagrammatically, guys, please. So for example, first by using cloud, we are going to be establishing a network first. First, we need to establish a network. Without network, we can't be use any device, even laptop, even mobile also, we can be. So first, we are going to be designing a network. It is a network. Then, so we are going to be creating a servers, means computing power. By using computing power, we can able to create a application servers, database servers, and whatever may be. And we can able to create a databases also. We can able to create a databases. So on application servers, we can able to keep your Flipkart kind of applications, so Hotstar kind of applications, or whatever may be. So, but their customer information, login information, we are going to be maintaining on where exactly, please? Databases. So application maintaining on where exactly, please? On where exactly? Computing power. Computing power. Let it be right down. Completely. Then databases we are going to be using for information like in a tabular form. So once if it is done from our internet, we can able to access our internet by using your client like a browser. So which you have in a laptop, Chrome browser, which you are using, opening this Chrome browser, it is a client. From this client, so we are going to be request, means it might be either login page or registration page, whatever may be. My application server will be processed, whether it is your valid user or not, or a right credentials or not, you provided, it will be validated with the database and the response sent back to the client. Understood very clearly. But where exactly we can able to keep our customer, for example, storage, external storage, like in larger kind of files, images, videos, audios, where we can able to keep in databases? No. So that is the reason. So we are gonna be using storage. We are gonna be using storage. So we have a different types of storages we are going to be learning as please. So for deploying an application, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can easily get it from where exactly? From cloud. Which cloud? Azure. After getting this infrastructure, by using this infrastructure, we can able to implement our DevOps process by using CI/CD pipeline. Azure DevOps. So by using Azure, we can able to get this infrastructure. On top of this infrastructure, we can able to implement. So DevOps process by using Azure cloud, we can get a infrastructure. On top of it, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. What is a DevOps and how exactly we implement? We understood in the last session. Understood very clearly. So by using cloud, we can able to get a infrastructure. On top of the infrastructure, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. I'll write down. I'll write down here, please. So we can deploy our applications, means websites, on cloud infrastructure, cloud infra by using DevOps process. What is the DevOps? We understood in the last session. What is the cloud? We understood for that to Azure cloud. Any cloud providing the same kind of infrastructure, either Azure or Google or AWS. Okay. So this is what exactly for today's session. And before taking your questions, please, before taking your questionnaire, so this course is suits for this going to be covered AWS, sorry, Azure administration, and it's going to be covered Azure DevOps, guys, please. Azure DevOps, these two will be covered. So we are going to be start with the Linux basics. Linux basics, then Azure DevOps. So after completion of this course, you can able to search for cloud admin, cloud developer, Azure admin, Azure developer, roles, job roles, which you are going to be suits for. You can apply for these roles. Job roles, please. Understood. So, and you can able to do certification. AZ 900 means fundamental, functional things. AZ 104 means administration. And AZ 400 is a DevOps. So these are all the certifications you can able to do it by this course. You can able to crack, you can pass, you can complete your certification also. So these are all the roles you can able to cover. So these are all the certificates you can able to do it. And before taking your questionnaire, so let us revise course overview. So who are all new joiners, then let them get benefited. It is a complete DevOps, complete Azure, Linux basics, shell script, it will be covered. So total the course duration is 5 months. Total duration is what? 5 months. It is the Linux basics, it will be covered. I will be covered. Shell script, I will be covered. No programming is required. We have required a laptop to practice daily. So freshers can join in this course, and experience also can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course. So which are all the benefits if you join daily class recordings after the payment via Google Drive? Resume preparation, I'm going to be helping with you. Interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, 80% of soft material. Our course starts with the very basic level and finish with an advanced. And each and every session is a practical oriented session. So after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. So daily 1 hour session, Monday to Saturday, you are going to be paying 12,000 rupees for full DevOps, full Azure, and daily class recordings. So if you want to talk to admin regarding fees, so 9297 929777. Got it? If this number is busy, then if this number is busy, then call this number. It is a course content link. What exactly I'm going to be covered? So I will be right on here. So please, this is a DevOps content. It is a Azure content. Please look at once. Please look at once. Okay, fine. So who want this, please take a photo of this. Better further communication. So the next class on Monday. So we're going to start regular session, how to create how to create Azure account, how to create Azure server virtual machines on cloud, Azure cloud. So practically we are going to be an experience on Monday. Our practical sessions or regular sessions will be started from Monday. There is no session class. There is no class on this Saturday and Sunday. The next class on Monday with same link. For this Saturday, they have no class, but every Saturday we have a class. So the classes are Sunday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, but this Saturday no class. Every Saturday we have a class, but this Saturday no class. The next class on Monday with the same time, same link. We'll meet on same link and center. So that's it, guys. Please, do you have any questions? Please, you can ask me. Any questions, please? Our online students. Do you have any questions, please? Fine. So we'll be continue on Monday with same time, same link. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys, please. So we'll be continuing. Thank you. So let me fix our agenda. Let me fix our agenda, guys, please. So today we are going to be understand what is DevOps. We're going to be understand what is DevOps for today. In tomorrow, we are going to be understand what is Azure and what is the difference between Azure versus DevOps. So this is an exactly class for tomorrow, but today we are going to be understand what is an exactly DevOps. We are going to be understand. So this course is designed with complete DevOps plus complete Azure plus Linux basics. So first we're going to be our course will be starts with what? Linux. We're going to be starts with what? Linux. Then we're going to be starts with what? Azure administration, which we are going to be covering, please. Git administration we're going to be covering. Then after completion of Azure, we're going to be discuss about DevOps. So this is an exactly flow of our class. So before starting the session, let it be course overview. This course is designed with what? Complete DevOps, complete Azure administration, Linux basics with shell script. The total duration of this course is 5 months. It will take 5 months. Total duration is, it will be 5 months. So Azure duration itself 2 months plus. So DevOps duration is 3 months. Total how much, guys, please? 5 months. If you join in this course, so you require a Linux basics that I will be covered. And shell script also required, that also will be covered. No programming like Java, .NET, Python not required. So to learn this course, so practice daily, you require a laptop with this configurations. So either freshers can join or experience, anyone can join, either freshers or experience, anyone can join in this course. So minimum graduation is graduation. Any graduate can join like this, like a BSc Computers, MC, MBA, BTech, MTech. Any graduate can join in this course. If you join in this course, which are all the benefits? So daily class recordings, after the payment, you will receive via Google Drive. From date of registration, it is 11 months access. So resume preparation, interview question and answers. For live real-time projects, it will be covered. 80% of software it will be covered. Our course starts with very basic level, finish with what? An advanced. Finish with what? An advanced, please. And each and every session is a practical oriented session. I will implement in front of you. The same thing you're going to be implement in your laptop also. So after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. So daily 1 hour session. 7 PM to 8 PM. Monday to Saturday. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete Azure, and for daily recording sessions, guys, please. It is an exactly course overview. And so before starting the session, so I'm going to be ask you. So before starting the session, so let me introduce myself. So my name is Maha. I have totally 15 years IT experience. So my career starts as what? Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer with AWS as well as Azure also. So from last 5 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer. Senior DevOps engineer. So before starting, so I'm going to be ask you 3 questions. So what are the first question I'm going to be ask you? What is an application? Second question is what? What is a server? Third question is what? What is SDLC? So what is an application? Anybody help me? Application is nothing but what? A website. Application is a website like a Flipkart, Book My Show, IRCTC. These are all we calling as what? Website. We are calling as what? Applications. What is an application? Anybody help me? The working software which is written any programming language, we call as what? Application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. We're going to be placing on server side, please. So once if it is placed on server side, once if it is placed on server side, we can able to access over internet as a website. So I'll repeat this point, listen very carefully. What is an application? Anybody help me? Application is equal to website. Application is equal to website. The website we're going to be placing on where? Servers. Once if it is placed, we're going to be accessing over internet as what? Website. I hope you people are understand. And third question is what exactly? SDLC. SDLC. So what is an SDLC? Please, anybody help me? Software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So these are all stages we have. These are all the stages we have. Analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So by helping of SDLC, we can produce an application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. Then we are going to be accessing as a website. So means by using SDLC, we can produce a software to do business in internet. To do the business in internet. So, for example, if you want to, a Flipkart kind of application, like Redbus kind of applications, can able to get it overnight? Can able to get overnight in a single day? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. So what we will do, please? Step by step, stage by stage. So what are the first step, guys, please? Analysis means gathering information, means how exactly login page, how exactly registration page, how exactly the payment gateway, each and every information will be gathered from where? Client. How exactly the business model, what is the business, what are the purpose is doing business, what are the scope of this business, what are the market, each and everything it will be gather and analysis. Based on analysis, it will be design. Based on analysis, it will be design. Design is nothing but what? Plan. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According to the plan, our developers will be implemented by using Java, .NET, Python, implement. By using any programming, our developers will be implement. So once if it is implement, so our testers will be verified whether it is working or not. It will be verified. So once if it is verified, so then we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, so we can able to access over internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we are keep on monitoring and maintenance. This entire flow we are calling as what? SDLC, software development lifecycle. In this SDLC, So architects are involved, developers are involved, testers are involved, Linux administrators involved, DB administrators involved, DevOps engineers, AWS administrators, Azure administrators, all people are involving in this flow. If you are IT employee, if you are a software employee, you are part of this diagram. You're part of this diagram. You're part of SDLC. So testers can verify the software. Developers can write the code. What about DevOps engineer here? What about Azure people here? Understood very clearly. What is an exactly DevOps engineer do here? So as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be implementing a DevOps process. As a DevOps engineer,